Scott and I have just returned from France where we thru hiked the Hex Trek, a 3,000 kilometre journey through the country. This video is going to go through everything we wore and had on our backs for the entire time. We're also going to do a video on all things Hex Trek, so stay tuned for that one. For our sleeve system, we have eye masks. We both have Cedar Summit Eros pillows. Scott's is the large premium version. Our pads are Thermarest Neo Air X Lights, but mine is the small version. We carry the pump sack too. We have some sleeping liners from Mountain Hardwear, and we use these over our pads so we don't feel sticky. We pop all this into a Cedar Summit compression sack along with other gear that we don't want to get wet.
For my cold weather gear, I use the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer puffy jacket, which I've had for a couple of years now. As a mid-layer, I use the Senshi Designs Alpha Hoodie 60, which was very breathable and warm, especially for those chilly mornings. I've also got a small pair of Montbell gloves. For my sleep gear, I've got the Patagonia thermal weight bottoms and top, which I've also had for a few years. And my favourite gear of all, the Montbell Versalite rain jacket, US edition. Has pit zips, and you can also use it as a mid-layer instead of your fleece.
Now my cold weather gear is very similar, starting with the Mountain Hardwear Ghost Whisperer puffy jacket. I also had a Senshi Designs Alpha Hoodie 60 in a beautiful canary colour. I actually wore this a lot as my mid-layer whilst hiking. We did also carry the Senshi bags. These were good for washing and a little organisation in our packs. I too had some Montbell gloves that didn't get too much of a run at it. My thermals are the Patagonia mid-weight thermals. I slept in these and they were good camp clothes as well. Lastly, my favourite piece of gear is my Montbell Versalite Japanese edition rain jacket. This is extremely light at 120 grams, but there is no pit zips. This didn't bother me though. So, great rain jacket, would recommend.
I walked every day in the same clothes, a fractal running hat, Australian Trail Gaiters, Darn Tough socks, a merino wool buff, ex officio sports mesh jocks, 3-inch Nike running shorts, and most importantly, a 50 UPF Mountain Hardwear Crater Lake Sun hoodie, which kept me protected from the sun every day, and it even lasted the whole trip but is now very faded with lots of holes. For my camp clothes, I had a spare pair of merino wool Injinji toe socks, Sax underwear, a Patagonia Air Chaser t-shirt, and Patagonia 5-inch baggy shorts.
I too walked in the same clothes every day of our hike. This was a decathlon hat, merino buff, Australian Trail Gaiters, 2XU compression socks, Icebreaker Siren underwear, Patagonia Barely bra, Rabbit UPF 30 deflector sun hoodie. Probably a bad idea having white, but just like Scott, it lasted the entire trip. And lastly, Lululemon Track That 5-inch shorts. I had 2 pairs of spare socks and 2 spare Icebreaker Siren undies, a small camp bralette and a Montbell t-shirt that was super light.
We slept in our trusted Z-Packs triplex tent, definitely the best ultralight tent on the market. We really love how much space we have in here. It is now covered in small holes that we are able to patch up along the way. For our pegs, we have the MSR Mini Groundhogs. We carry 9 in total, 8 for the tent plus an extra.
Now our fluffy quilts. These are by Tier Gear, which is an Australian-based company. These are rated to -7 degrees Celsius or 20 Fahrenheit. We do have 2 straps on them each to keep them nice and insulated to our pads.
We both wore a 2.5 litre Dyneema bum bag by Hyperlite. We kept many different day-to-day items inside. This included a DCF wallet and a passport holder by Ultralight Hiker, a Montbell coin purse, a small hand sanitizer, and a very handy Montbell pouch with plenty of miscellaneous items inside. We had a mini Swiss knife, which unfortunately is now a bit broken, a bottle opener for the corkscrew, we love the French red wine, small playing cards, small rope, and tick tweezers. Gah, hate those things.
One of our smaller pieces of gear was our sit pads. These were just cheap ones from Amazon but made such a big difference to our day-to-day life. We love always having a dry butt. Our trekking poles were both by Black Diamond. Mine are the Carbon Distance Z. These are a set height of 110 centimetres. Scott's are the Distance FLZ, which are adjustable. However, as you can see, he did break one.
Our kitchen equipment includes wine glasses, a 2-litre CNOC butter, and a bee-free water filter. For cooking, we were able to season our food with oil, salt and pepper, which was kept in 3 small containers. We both had a Tokes titanium 550ml cup, great for cuppers in the morning. And our pot was a 1.3 litre titanium pot, perfect for pastas at night. Our stove was also the Soto Windmaster, which is nearly broken after all this time. All our food was kept in 2 large lock sacks. We also have 2 long-handled Tokes titanium sporks, an Opinel No. 10 knife, straight from France, and a Cedar Summit ultralight collapsible bowl that had a hole in it the whole entire time. Thank you, Squirrel.
Our first aid bag is up next. We had a few creams, NOC, which is an anti-chafe, an antibiotic cream, Voltaren, various band-aids, bandage, wound patches and Compeed. We had some antihistamines, Panadol, ibuprofen, Imodium and Buscapin. In our first aid, we also carry our repair kit for our sleeping pads and tent patches. We use the juice of spades as our poo shovel, always kept in a clip lock. We shared a large microfiber pack towel. It is very long, but we were sharing, so it was good. Inside our Dyneema Diddy bag, we had a few toiletries. We of course had toothbrushes and toothpaste, a small sunscreen, earplugs, a small brush, lip balms, soap, a little deodorant, and a floss.
We only had a few electronics with us, a Nightcore MB20000 power bank, which we rarely used, a Lucent 4-way charger, an Australian to European adapter, an Apple iPhone fast charger, 2 iPhone cords, a Garmin watch charger, and 2 Nightcore headlamps and U25s with homemade straps. For added safety and security, we also took a Ocean Signal PRB and some Apple AirPods that were also not used.
For our backpacks, Scott took the Palante V2. It has a capacity of 35 litres, a stretchy front pocket, padded shoulder straps with 2 small shoulder pouches, mainly used for snacks, a bottom stretchy pocket, which was often filled with rubbish and other snacks if required, and of course 2 side pockets for water bottles. I carried the Hyperlite Southwest 2400 40-litre backpack. I believe this is the perfect size for this through hike. I had a padded hip belt, both with very spacious pockets, padded straps, a large front pocket, side water bottle pockets. I liked that the top is a Velcro closure, and never once was there water or condensation in my bag. The Hexatrek was an amazing experience with extremely diverse conditions. From the heat waves of the Ardèche, the snowy passes in the French Alps, and the unpredictable conditions of the Pyrenees, we felt safe and comfortable over our entire 127-day journey. With only quite minor wear and tear over this journey, we ended our through hike pretty much exactly how we started it. My base weight comes to a total of 4.5 kilograms, and Scott's base weight comes to a total of 4.9 kilograms. Merci, and we'll see you in the next one.